So I know some of you guys listen to the Joe Rogan podcast, so that means you must know who Ari Shaffir is.
Yes.
Oh, no.
We heard.
We know what this is.
I didn't hear.
Okay, so for Joe, and those of you that haven't heard, Ari Shaffir is a comic, and he posted on his social media, this is what he looks like, first of all, this is his face, and he posted this video, and you can judge it for yourself.
Where is this, Instagram?
Yes, here we go.
Guys, I know there's always a lot of like hate, pain in the world, and there's always a bunch of terrible stories, and every once in a while there's a good story. A good story comes out. The guy who got away with rape got his today. Kobe Bryant is gone. I'm here in Charlotte, the home of the team that originally drafted him. Maybe he wouldn't have raped that chick in Denver if he had stayed in Charlotte with the Hornets. But anyway, the point is, dude, it's like
Too soon.
This was literally like the next day.
It's a bit,
but it's too soon.
I know it's a bit.
It was the same day.
It was the same day?
It was the same day.
Because I read his statement after it where he says he releases, like he says fucked up shit about people that died
So
recently.
this is his actual statement. Where is it? Okay. Every time a beloved celebrity dies, I post some horrible shit about them. I've been doing it for years now. I like destroying gods. And right when a famous person dies, they're at their most worshipped. So as a response to all the outpouring of sympathy on social media, I post something vile. It's just a joke. I don't really hate any of these people.
He's right. I mean, look, I know what he's saying, destroying gods. Like, he's saying that we all do too much to prop people up when they die, right? We make them Olympians, we make them fucking statued like fucking Atlas. We put the world on their back and say that they held it all up. But he's saying that's silly.
He's such a tattletale, though.
I get. What do you mean? What do you mean he's a tattletale?
Well, he's like he's like one of those guys that are like, hold on, guys, let me bring it back to reality. You know, like, shut the fuck up, dude. Let people.
Because I think people are mourning, so the part that I feel like might be, so I get it, it's a bit, and I get his angle, but I think the part that he might be insensitive to are there really people that are close to him that are mourning. And so,
but to him, as a comedian, he's like, so what? I'm just doing a bit in my lane.
No one's safe.
In my lane, right? No one's safe. And like, it's over here. I'm not tweeting this at Kobe Bryant's family. I'm saying this in my lane to my people. And then the people who are pissed are not Ari Shaffir fans. They're fucking randos who never heard of Ari Shaffir.
He was also saying, like, he's like, I do this all the time. I always.
So his fans get it on his Instagram.
Yeah.
Always.
His fans get it, but at the same time, you do something like that,
and it's public.
And especially about a celebrity as big as Kobe Bryant. I mean, of course, you gotta expect, you know what I'm saying, Kobe Bryant fans to be mad at you for that.
And I agree.
Yeah.
You open yourself up to that, always, yeah.
So there's this New York Times piece around this whole situation here, and they're pointing out the fact that this guy, there's this like, not as prevalent type of comedy that is now becoming prevalent is the troll, like the trolling kind of comedy where the whole joke is the fact that people are upset.
Right.
That's the joke.
And that's okay.
Yeah, and so they're just highlighting how this dude is like, you know, that was his angle, but bottom line, if you're gonna do that and you're on a public platform,
don't be surprised if you offend people.
Right. So what ended up happening is he got dropped from his management.
Ooh, really?
Yes.
Those are some real consequences.
That's huge.
And he's also, like, cause he...
Didn't his Netflix special get canceled?
Exactly.
Damn!
Yeah. That was
So this to me, it makes him braver than most, right? Because, and look, I know, I understand. I was sensitive to the Kobe thing too. I understand what the counterpoint is, but he's braver than most because he's willing to say the thing that people won't say. And that's what George Carlin did when he was making fun of fucking Christians and getting fucking cops called on him and getting thrown out of amphitheaters in the 70s and 80s.
Right. But Carlin, I think a slight difference is Carlin is making big points.
He was making fun of society.
Well, this one, I don't know what the point.
This one seems more self-righteous.
Yeah, I don't know what the real point is.
Hey guys, no one's a god, but let me bring everyone down.
Carlin's also trying to point out injustices too.
No, but look, Kobe died. Kobe died, and Kobe is now a statue that has no scars, no tarnishes, no blemishes, right? Yeah. And that's what he's doing here. He's saying there were blemishes. Kobe's not a god. Kobe's not this fucking monolithic figure. Kobe had flaws. That's what I think his construction is. Like, that's all.
Yeah.
I'm just devil's advocating this, but I also believe that too.
So I saw your post, and I got what you were doing. I got it. People were pissed about what you were doing, but I got it, right?
Explain it for context.
Well, it wasn't about. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so his post was like he was posting about he started posting about helicopters, right? And it was basically, and people were pissed that you were even posting about helicopters. But like you were saying, like, you know, now all of a sudden something happened with helicopters, you want to post about your like fucking appreciation for helicopters.
My disdain for helicopters.
Your disdain. Oh, you were posting about
for land vehicles.
Right, because it was like you were making fun of the fact that a lot of people that like would never talk about Kobe, now that there's a death, they want to post about Kobe, right?
It's about them.
So I get
the joke is not on Kobe.
Exactly, and I get
or his family or anybody.
And but in this, for him, I get what you're saying, and I get what he's doing, but like, you know, but like we're all saying, like when you do a joke like this in the way that he did it, you run a risk of pissing off a lot of people.
Always.
And that will have consequences. And in this case, it had big consequences, you know, because a lot of people were like, not just offended, they were like, hey man.
You can't be surprised if shit like that goes down.
You know?
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
Yeah, so do you guys know who Tony Hinchcliffe is?
Yes.
No. So he's another comic, and he ended up tweeting, Kobe passing? This can't be true. So it was a risky joke.
Right.
Based off of the fact that he has a reputation for hogging the ball.
Right.
Yeah. But, you know, yes.
Well, that's kind of funny.
He did receive pushback, and he offended people. But since it wasn't...
But that is also more clever than what Ari did.
Exactly.
It's very, no.
Yeah, because Ari just said,
Ari's was not clever, I agree.
got away today.
Oh yeah, he didn't.
It was like,
there was no.
basically, thank goodness he's gone.
But I view the intent, really.
I understand
That's a better line.
The execution wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But his bit wasn't clever, and I get what you're trying to get at with the bit. I think it was still workshopping it, but it just wasn't executed properly.
Yeah, and so I guess that's the reason why for a lot of people, like, this didn't make headlines. Like Ari Shaffir and him getting dropped and stuff and getting things canceled.
Because a lot of people got the joke.
Yeah, because it's like, it's clearly a joke. But the whole trolling aspect of this is like a new thing where it's like, what, your joke is to piss us off? Like, that's fucking weird.
I don't know if it's necessarily new. I think it's niche to the people that understand they get the joke.
Yeah, that's what he says too.
That's the whole trolling aspect of it is like, yeah.
But the thing about trolling, though, is that if you piss off the rigid people, like how Christians used to get pissed off because they had sticks up their asses, if you piss those people off, it's mission accomplished.
Right.
So if you can piss off the people in society who take themselves so seriously, mission accomplished. But then there are consequences of that, right? People are actually pissed, your show could get canceled.
Your lifeline gets cut off.
Right. So shit like that sucks, right? But then that's the risk. So it's both.
Yeah.
Hey man, if that's the hill he wants to die on, then like, all right, cool.
But are we cool with that? Like, are we all cool with him dying on that hill? Are we all down with that? That's the question, and I don't know that I think so. I don't think so.
I mean, I feel like, you know,
Like for me, intent matters. If it was Timmy DeLaGhetto or anybody else, I'd be down with that. But that's my predisposition, right? I'm pretty down with being flexible towards whatever it is, even if you joke about me.
I tell people all the time, like, yo, when I die, I was like, I don't want people to say that was too soon. Like, I like, yo, go in. You know what I'm saying? Like, make jokes about me, make death jokes about me, as long as they're funny. You feel me?
Exactly. I'm with you.
And so it's like, I feel like that. There was no, for him, I feel like there was no joke there.
Yeah.
You know?
Also, a lot because he's niche. A lot of people don't know who the fuck he is. Like, I didn't really know who he was, and it just I didn't get the joke.
But that's why listening to the outrage
That sounds sad.
Is the joke.
is questionable because his real fans, that was a joke for his fans, not for us who maybe don't follow him or like the people who don't follow him like you. Like,
That's what people were saying. It's like, if this is a joke for your fans, then you could be putting it in a podcast or whatever the fuck. Like, I guess more.
put it on his social media account.
For sure.
Yeah, it would have still leaked out, right?
So that means maybe some of his fans didn't even like it and then spread it to other people.
I don't like the joke, but I'm defending it because I know what he meant to do, which was joke, and that's all. And I think that this old world thinking of like, hey, it's not okay to joke about some things, is like an old Judeo-Christian fucking thing to do, and I don't like that shit. And to me, that's where that all started. And so when I hear this now, in
I feel like they're placing a hand over your mouth, and you're just like, the fuck?
over his mouth.
No, I mean, yeah, in general.
Well, I think that's cool, but like for me, right? Like I really enjoy music and I love music and I try to listen to as much music as possible, but things that I don't understand because I guess my music IQ is low. when I listen to jazz, I'm confused and I'm like, I don't get it. But someone that understands what's really going on, they're like, wow, like it's so intricate. Or did you hear how that happened? Or like all this chaos.
But you don't tell jazz musicians to stop playing.
Right. But because of that, it's like I don't listen to it because I don't understand it. You know, like it goes above my head. To something like this, it's like you kind of like I'm not gonna get it. So like I don't understand that it's a joke. So that's why I didn't get.
But that's the risk of social media.
In terms of freedom of speech, I'm with Steve. I mean, freedom of jokes, I'm with Steve. Where everyone should play the tune to their own band.
Yeah.
And you play your own tune. If your own followers love you, that's how it is. So I think like if he's not for me, I wouldn't have like in my world, I wouldn't have canceled him or canceled his Netflix. I'm like, because if he wants to tell those type of jokes and there's people that actually enjoy him, let them do that. Yeah. Like, don't cut his lifeline.
Yeah,
I don't know about that because for me, it's all about if you run the risk of playing with fire, there's common sense, right? And if you know that if someone's mourning and you make fun of whoever they're mourning for, obviously they're gonna hate you for it, right? Yeah. So if you want to play with that fire and then you get mad at the fact that someone's hurt by the fact that they're mourning about someone and you make fun of that figure, and then you don't feel like you're in the wrong for doing that because you have the right to do so. But to me, if you're an asshole, you have the right to be punished. Not by legality, right? Obviously, but if a company goes, hey, that doesn't stick with our brand, we don't like having guys like that in our brand, and then they decide to kick them off, or if the people turn around and say, hey, fuck you, you hurt my feelings, that's okay too.
Yeah.
But also too, I don't think that he is sitting there going, I'm pissed that everyone's pissed at me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that.
I think also
I've seen him doubling down on this shit, if anything. Like,
So
furthering the bit.
where do you draw the line?
Delete his account or something?
Yeah, he started doing shit to his social media and stuff.
Because I think there is the whole, like, what do you call it? Like, everyone getting their pitchforks and mob mentality. That happens. But I think if you want to be risky, you run the risk of that happening.
Always.
Whenever you do anything.
Yeah.
But is it illegal, though? I don't think it should be illegal.
No. I think to your point about the management, I think that sucks that they dropped him because it's like you already know what you're kind of getting yourself into.
You know who you signed.
And I do understand that it is a money game and like at the end of the day, it's all about the bottom line, right? But like for the management to like turn their back on him too, I think is pretty fucked up because it's like.
But it's a business move, really.
Of course, it's the bottom line.
Money, right?
It's all bottom line.
But at the end of the day, I don't think that even what the people on the farthest side of fuck Ari Shaffir are saying is like he should be legally banned. I think it's more like they're personally offended and like get this off of my feed kind of shit.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying is like don't follow him, don't like that's all.
Yeah, because my reaction is if I saw that and I didn't know who the guy was, I'm like, oh fuck this guy. Yeah. Right? Sure. And I move on.
I don't know if people know how to not engage in this society today with social media. They have to say their opinion.
Yeah.
It's just like.
But for me, I agree with what you're saying, but I think for me, I would like to see the chips fall. So the management, if you sign Ari Shaffir, you know the type of humor he has, so you should get his back. And if he does more Ari shit, get his back even more, and let the chips fall all the way down. Where if he does have his Netflix special, if there's 2 people in the audience, then that's the real consequence. But they're erasing the entire, like letting it go all the way down and playing out all the way.
I'm just glad that when the majority of the country thought something, George Carlin could not be banned no matter what, right? And that voice was allowed to inform many people through laughter. And so this isn't the best example of that, but I think that it should exist because even though I disagree with the joke, it at least challenges people's stupid fucking perspectives sometimes.
Yeah. And that's good. That's good. We should always be challenged to think a different way and see things in a different light. Absolutely.
And it's like, it's not a good bit, right? But
and I feel like, you know what? Maybe they weren't even like. I feel like maybe they just said they ended their relationship just to save face for social media, and then they probably, you know,
power movie. You don't know. Yeah.
The Netflix special might come up after a month.
He'll be back.
Sell out because people want to see him fail, like his haters.
Dude, he'll be back. He'll do one. Trust me.